What is up, friends? This is Casey with the Jones Holder and Bounce House, and today the magic will begin in my freezers. So as I had promised a couple of weeks ago in videos that I would take you guys through my fridge, my freezer, and my pantries. And disclaimer, I have 3 fridges. One of them were in this house whenever, two of them were in this house whenever we moved in. That would be the small freezer that's attached to our refrigerator, at the side by side. And then we also had, we call her Big Bertha. She is probably from the 70s. It's this gigantic green freezer that works like a tank, and it's freaking awesome. So we have a very large freezer in the basement, and then we have, I would say, a small one. I don't know. I bought it. It was like $100 at Sam's. Maybe it was on sale for $100. I don't know if that was its original price or what. But anyway, that is besides the point. So I'm going to take you guys through our freezers. I will take you guys through each of my freezers just to kind of show you what it really looks like in these freezers. So you guys have some kind of idea of how we kind of organize them, but they're not really organized. So please, please don't be shocked and don't be dismayed. I mean, I live a world of organization, but I'm not really that organized. Shall we begin? Let's do this. All right, friends, my first step into the crazy. Yikes, right? I have frozen breakfast, and you guys can't see it because the light is so bright. But I have frozen breakfast items up here. That includes muffins and burritos and bagels. And then I have sausage patties that I like to make with biscuits and pre-freeze. I've also got some, it looks like waffles, and some pancakes, and some leftover French toast pieces. So this is pretty much my breakfast items, and I will put that back. That's going to also include my breakfast bowl mix. I just made this. It does have, you can see it says duck sausage on it. So I do have my breakfast bowls with duck sausage. This is something that Jimmy Dean already makes in a bowl, but you know what? It's so stinking expensive, and it's not alpha gal friendly, so that's why I've made my own. Take that out really fast. These are my bananas that I use for my smoothies, and my smoothies happen to be, I'm down to my last 2 smoothie packs in the bottom. And obviously I made those smoothies out of these fruits, right? Back to this. So I do have bananas on this level. I also happen to have more of the breakfast items in here. Obviously this freezer is all about my breakfast. There we go. See? So I just mix up potatoes, frozen potatoes, and then bell peppers and onions. I literally just toss them together in a bowl. They make me very happy. It's very easy to just throw in a 1/4 cup of this and make 2 eggs in the morning for breakfast, and it's so simple and so delicious. You're also going to see that I've got some leftover pizza rolls from Caitlin. That is my crunchy ice from, if you guys are living in Missouri or in the southeast area of Missouri, we have a lot of Rhodes stations, and it's, I can't remember anymore, Pagco. Anyway, the company that owns Rhodes Group is, they've got fusion sodas, and then this is not information, you know, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so this is one of my lunches. I really, really like these. This is called Tuscan quinoa. So it's, I like the Mediterranean quinoa a little bit better, but it does seem to tide me over. It's got some kale in it, some white beans, and some pepper and salt flavoring. I've got a bag of frozen green beans because we are going to be having those with one of our meals this week. I've got some chicken strips that Caitlin will be enjoying for lunch, and that finishes out that level. Next is, this is my frozen veggie bag. So all of my like potato peels, onion peels, I've got peppers in there that were going to go sour soon or rotten soon. So all of this and some jalapenos, looks like, and some tomatoes, all of this will be thrown into a crock pot, and I'm going to make some vegetable broth, which I use a lot of vegetable stock in my cooking. This is the butter pecan moonshine. It's just something that my husband keeps in the freezer. He really likes it. And then in the bottom tray here, you're gonna see exactly what I make my smoothies out of, as well as deep dish pizza for the individuals who don't like my veggie pizzas, which nowadays everybody seems to like them, but occasionally my nephew comes over. So in case he comes over and he doesn't want vegetable. And then I have some salmon patties. These are another lunch, an easy lunch for me. I love the Alaskan salmon patties. In my dwarfs, you're gonna see I've got some ground turkey. Behind that, I've got some shrimp that we actually just got into it for some smoked shrimp this week. I've got another breakfast item for Caitlin to be able to pull out of the freezer and use. Black cherries for my smoothies, some strawberries, some blueberries. And that is gonna wrap up, oh, and some cold packs. So that's gonna wrap up this freezer. Okay friends, without spending entirely too much time on this open freezer, I just kind of wanted to show you how I have everything organized. Out of this entire freezer, the only thing that's going to be red meat is this package of deer sausage that my husband and his friends had made. I think he had like, I don't know, almost 20 pounds of this deer sausage, and he's gone through it. We've kept it away from my food as best as possible. It is wrapped very securely. So it's the last one that's in this pack. On this side, you're gonna see that I have some ground emu. It is with duck fat. You're also gonna see I've got some bready items. So I've got some more waffles. We must really like breakfast over here. And we've got some bread. This is my spaghetti squash that I will be using with one of my meals this week because I don't like pasta. So spaghetti squash right there. So deserving. I do happen to have some Chipotle black burgers. These are really good for Morningstar. I've got some, let me just see, it's like freezer. I'm sure it could be used, but this is a stir fry kit that we got from Walmart, as well as a super blend. I freeze our cheese sticks, so I've got this whole package of cheese sticks that hasn't even been opened. I've got another one I think on this side, so we'll have to put those together. And then I have frozen jalapenos as well. There are a lot of vegetables that you can freeze, so you can use up later. I really like that because I go through vegetables like crazy. I'm just going to fast forward through this really fast so that you guys don't have to see as I sort through things. I've got one chicken buffalo style pizza. This is just chicken nuggets from Walmart. My bread. Tis the Lenten season, so we have salmon with the skin on because it's delicious. I have turkey broth that I made from our remains from our turkeys. Guys, we had so much turkey stuff left over from each of our family gatherings. So much good broth. Hamburger buns. Hamburgers. These were extras that I made. So the great thing about, and these are actually made of ostrich. This is ground ostrich meat. Those are going to be super for later when I'm looking for something in a pinch. I have chicken parm that was made in March. That's actually right now. So whenever you're feeding a family of 2 or 3 and you make a huge pan of that, I usually break it in half and the other half is going into the freezer so that we can have another meal later. So much chicken, guys. So much chicken. All right, so this one is, my broth label is hidden. I'm gonna go with it's turkey, but it could very well be vegetable. No, it's turkey. So it is turkey broth, and it was made in February. I'm lying. That was totally not made in February. It was made in December. I decided to have a smaller thing of turkey broth, you know, for those smaller occasional meals. Anytime I make bulk soup, I store half of it. So I have another portion of taco soup for the family. Soup is not my husband's favorite meal. It goes without saying that when I say we're having soup, my husband groans. Ooh, and this is cheeseburger soup. Guys, this is so good. I made it with lentils this time. It's delicious. Okay, this is more chicken. So this is chicken strips. We have some upstairs, so it's not been brought up yet. This is pepper jack turkey brats, and I'm super excited that I found these because I'm definitely gonna, now that it's getting warmer, this is gonna have to be a meal for Eric and I. More turkey stock. Would you guys believe it if I told you we had like 4 turkeys to like make into stock? Oh. Duck delish. Back here is a lot of my breads. So I've got some Italian bread, I've got bagel, I've got Hawaiian bread. I've got sandwich, I don't know, baby hoagies. I don't know what those are. Ooh, there's also Southwest burrito soup. Ooh, 2 Southwest burritos. That's awesome. I have tortellini here. I have tortellini here. Chicken noodle soup. More turkey broth. Guys, did you know that you can freeze cheese? It's a fabulous way to stock up and keep a stock of it. Bulk. All right, we're getting to the bottom. Turkey ham. This is 2 more pounds of ground turkey. Oh my gosh, I can't get into the bag. 2 more ground. And then I have a 3-pound of ground as well. I don't usually cook this much anymore, but it is kind of nice whenever I'm making tacos because then I can just half it and freeze it for later. 20 pounds of chicken in this TJ Maxx bag. I'll have to show it to you. That is 20 pounds of chicken, my friends. And I bought 2 10 pounds by accident. But then I take and I bag up 1 to 2 chicken breasts per little baggie. And so it's already portioned out for us. And that is because I can't always send my husband down for chicken. God love him. He really likes it. So he will grab 4 pieces of chicken for 3 people. And we don't need that much chicken. We just don't need that much meat. All right. So I've learned something since I froze these, that when they unfreeze, they stick really, really bad together. So I have a different brand that I've also frozen, and it's worked out so much better because they have the sheets in between, like the little parchment paper in between each slice. So this one will probably be unfrozen and then grated. My hidden secret of awesomeness. Next is the tortellinis. I already have another pack of this, so I just really like tortellini. It's the one pasta I like. I have so much frozen lunch meat from my last order because I messed up. So I've got 2 pounds of the chicken breast, oven roasted chicken breast, and I've got 2 pounds of the oven roasted turkey. I have lots of stored butter down here. Whenever I go to Sam's or to Costco, I like to stock up on the butter. I also stock up on the cream cheese. Guys, the cream cheese is not that bad. Now, the texture is going to be different, so you won't want to spread it on a bagel. But I use this a lot for like an Alfredo sauce. It just adds so much lovely flavor and thickness. I also have our American cheese slices in here. Still have some salmon left over, a seafood mix. This, guys, is so good. It happens to have calamari and shrimp and mussels as well as scallops. Oh my gosh, so good. I'm not a fan. They're still in my freezer. Don't judge me. We love breakfast. Oh, and these are pre-made sandwiches. So when Caitlin needs anything for a game or for lunches, she comes down, she grabs herself a pre-made sandwich, and she takes that in her lunch. My husband also really likes those. And I did not know I had these in here. This is going to be great for a meatless Monday, or if we want to have them for Lent on Friday, so it's meatless. Super great idea. And looks like I have found more chicken. Oh, those are not in the right place. Oh, and an old bag of potatoes. Those aren't going back in there. Okay. My freezer needs some help, but you can't see it, but it doesn't need some love. I'm just really sorry this angle is so not user-friendly. This is what I like to call our vegetable freezer. There we go. That's a little bit better, right? So this is our vegetable freezer. We have broccoli that was about to go bad in the fridge, so I ended up putting this in the freezer and probably saving its life so it could be reused, so I'm happy about that. I have mixed packages of this California style vegetable mix. We have some homegrown sweet corn that we have frozen up. I've got broccoli floweret, I've got spinach, I've got corn. I've got so much vegetables just cram-packed in here, and these are just the little dollar bags that I get from Walmart. I usually stock up on those And this, now we've got a pretty packed freezer, so I don't have to worry about bulking on freezer goods. So that's really good. And you might be able to see down here in this corner, I've got a basmati rice, and then in the bottom, right here, I've got 20 pounds of white rice. I freeze my rice because it's supposed to make sure that all the pests and stuff are cleaned out of it, and then as I'm soaking them and rinsing them, it for sure gets all washed out. You'll also notice that I've got some aluminum right here that happens to have breakfast casseroles already pre-made in it. I have, it looks like 1, 2, 3 of those. I had actually pre-made them because I thought that my heart surgery was going to take me longer to recover from. So what a blessing that that's over with. But, okay, so my broccoli floret, my corn, my spinach. What's underneath here? Oh, I've got some more broccoli and cauliflower. I've got broccoli cauliflower. And then I've got some green beans. And at the very bottom of that, I see a Costco bag. Oh, no, it's Sam. The stir fry steamable packs. So that is what finishes out this freezer. And our cute little, sorry about all of the crinkly bags, guys. And in this corner over here, I've got frozen apple juices. These were coming in the packs during the summer, or not summer, during COVID, whenever kids were still getting lunch, like we could go and pick them up. So the kids would go and pick up their lunches. And we just had an overabundance of these. So I actually will thaw a couple of these and use them in smoothies as time goes by. I also have all of our cookies. So we're not huge enough to cook a whole thing of cookies like this, like not without regretting it calorically. So what we'll do is we usually cook about half of them, and we will cut off the instructions, put the other half of the cookies in the bag and put the instructions in here so that we can still make them later. And they are just as good. There's not much difference between a baggie of cookie dough versus them in this, because they're staying frozen. So, all right, that's about it. All right, now that fun is over with, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for staying tuned and watching this. I hope that you guys have found this information interesting, fun, helpful. I don't know really what you'll get out of this. What I'm interested in doing for you in the next coming weeks, since we are having March budget of $10 per week for groceries, is to kind of fill you guys in on what we have for meals, especially for those of us out there who are alpha gals, like my daily menu planning or my weekly menu planning, what we have on a daily basis. And maybe help you guys come up with some creative meal ideas. And then I'd also really kind of like to just share with you how well that $10 food budget is going. Because remember, we're just doing fresh fruits and vegetables because my freezers are obviously very stocked. So we don't have to worry about meats or any of the other freezable things like my vegetables and some of my fruits and stuff like that. But anyway, I hope that you guys found this information helpful, and I hope to see you guys really, really soon. Don't forget to leave me any comments below or questions that you might have, and don't forget to subscribe. I wanted to wish you guys blessings, so God bless, and you guys have an awesome, awesome day. See ya.